Hello world, I'm making 12 videos in 12 days all about games I played around Christmas because the weather hasn't let me leave the house for 2 days. This is another one of those slightly different ones that I played at Christmas rather than got for Christmas. I was back at the parents' house, I either brought this or found it in a charity shop, dug out the old PS1 and decided to give it a go. Well, I tried it on the PS2 first, but the cursor is just completely gubbed. Same on the PS3 actually, I don't know what the hell is happening there. So it's an FMV game. No getting around this one, it is FMV as all balls. And there's a reason Mulder and Scully aren't on the cover. They're barely in it, you don't play as them. They show up for maybe, I don't know, half an hour's worth of footage of a 4-disc FMV game. Not all that much. They show up, sure, along with a bunch of other series regulars, but there's about half an hour of footage out of the 4 CDs on this game. Not all that much. For most of the duration, you're playing as this guy. In fact, Mulder and Scully have gone missing and you're tasked with tracking them down, which is totally not them trying to fit the cameos in between shooting seasons. Now, it's definitely better on PC, and not just because of this. I mean, come on, look at the shiny. Actually, one disadvantage the PC version has is all of these. This, well, it's a manual, but 9 CDs I think this is? 7 CDs. Now it's definitely better on PC. Hell, it was probably better on the Mac as well. And not only does the backwards compatibility of both the PS2 and the PS3 screw with the cursor, but it also comes on 4 CDs instead of those 7 I just showed you. So compressed a little bit, some of the story elements are missing. Generally a better experience on PC if you can get it to run. Now you might be looking at this and thinking, oh dear god, why? And yeah, there are complaints you can level at it. Some of the instant deaths are a bit gratuitous, some of the acting isn't up to scratch, and the puzzles veer dangerously close towards pixel hunting sometimes. But there's one thing I think can redeem this game in everybody's eyes. You can shoot Skinner in the face. See, you can access your inventory during some cutscenes, including, of course, your gun. You can shoot just about anyone in this game. You'll get an instant game over, obviously. But not only do you have that freedom, but they actually filmed specific parts in case the player did it. The plot itself is X-Files, the movement around is FMV, the puzzle elements are, well, they go a bit over the top sometimes. They have this weird obsession with making you do every little thing, like putting an APB on Mulder and Scully. You have to go to your desk, log into your computer, find the login for your computer, actually work with the interface, which I kind of appreciate. It's immersion building, I quite like it. And then when you put the details in, actually no, tell a lie, I think you just press a button. Then the APB goes out. I mean, it's not like simulator level or anything, but it's a bit more than you'd have to do. I liken it to games where you actually have to type a code into a keypad rather than have a little note in your diary or whatever, PDA, whatever you've got, that tells you, yeah, use that on that door. There's something a bit more realistic about it, having the number and then you put it in because you know it, because you looked at that note, because you found wherever the code was, you put it in. And as a child of the 90s who grew up through this era of FMV games, there was plenty to keep me entertained over the Christmas season, even if you burn through those 4 CDs pretty quickly. If you're a fan of X-Files, that bit's there. If you just want to make a bit of fun for yourself, that's there too. Of course you can just watch it on YouTube, I suppose, but that's up to you. But if you do decide to play it, for God's sake, save often. Especially if you're about to shoot Skinner in the face. Did I mention you can shoot Skinner in the face? That's pretty much why I decided to do this episode. You can shoot Skinner in the face.